Ah!
Daddy!
My dear little daughter.
And cut. That was great. Let's just go on the last day.
That little girl, that was me. My father was a film director and introduced me to the magic of film at an early age. However, he couldn't stop fighting with my mom. So one day, like the soldier in his film, he left. He did leave me with something though, the passion towards making film. So immediately I set my life on a path towards it. It all started when I was joining junior school, a school rich with art and music, a place I could pursue my film passion. Then I saw her and her minions. She was hunting me like a ghost everywhere I looked and disappeared.
You know, actually, I know that you know your place, but it seems that you can't learn to know what you are, right?
Every time I looked closer that night and many others, she mistreated me however she saw fit.
Aya, kimbia before they nipige. Kimbia! Kimbia raka! Unaenda kimbia huko. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is terrible. Why didn't you ever say anything?
The head girl was in on it too.
Nancy Wairimu Nyambura. You're being called in the administration room. The principal. Did I stutter? Is there anything wrong with my speech that you cannot understand me? Move! ASAP!
So, I decided to take matters into my own hands. During the midterm break, I searched their social media accounts and found out their weaknesses. Then, pounding on them like a lioness, I hit where it hurt the most.
Nancy, what do you expect when you write such monstrous messages and comments to a fellow student?
I humbly gathered all my courage and decided to post an apology to my number one adversary. Seems to me like we have a lot more in common than we thought. Why don't you come over tomorrow and we could have lunch together at my place?
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Naomi,
Dad.
you have a guest?
Yes, Dad. Meet my friend.
Dad?
Nancy? You've grown so big.
Of course I'm all grown up. What did you expect to happen after you left Mom and I? Do you know how many sleepless nights we've had? How many nights I've spent crying because of you? Do you have an idea of how emotionally unstable I've been? Because of you!
Nancy, wait, please. Nancy.
Karibu mpenzi mtazamaji katika maala za introduction. Yeah, what up my people? My good name is G-boder Malmas. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I run the brand G-boder Stories. I am a filmmaker, writer, director, and welcome to the behind the scenes of this wonderful, lovely film that we did in a new key called Maarifa JS.
Saa zingine hii staff uchokesha, saa zingine mtu ana feeling overwhelmed, lakini we do it anyway. Even if it kills us, just do it.
It was our first day. Vitu zilikuanga disconnected. We ended up not having shot a single frame by 11.
You like this in Itaisha.
Built 2 walls, put windows, put curtains on them, we put furniture, and then it worked. Seta nakuanga na ini kama ile radio present ile DJ usani. Unajua si wote tunawasanii.
We are almost in Nanyuki within like 30 minutes. We will be in Nanyuki. Zile anaendelea kufanyaga mafuda. Ametokea wimbo ambaye inaitwa Tusonge.
When the car almost failed to carry the equipment and the crew. I almost thought this film would never happen, but it did. Let's be realistic, dog. The funny thing about filmmaking is that it always looks so good on screen, especially when you find a good, well-told story. It always looks spectacular on screen, but the behind the scenes of that story can either break or build a filmmaker, and that's exactly what happened to me. After weeks of writing, pre-production, revising the script, reviewing it, sending it back and forth to the clients, making changes and whatnot, we were finally going to shoot this film. But this film we're going to shoot in a very, very, very distant place. We're going to shoot it at the far end of Nyeri County, near a town called Nanyuki. So we had to make this trip all the way to Nanyuki, and then we en route to the corner of Nyeri County, so where we'd be able to shoot this film. On this film, everybody, we had a very small crew, only 4 people. And these 4 people, because we are very few and we are doing a very heavy film, it was a feature film, 30 minutes long. Seth was doubling up as the DOP and the production manager, and of course he was doing BTS, and that is why this story has to start with him.
Yes, hello, good morning guys. Now it's around 8:30. I've just prepared myself. Yeah, that's my son Casey, my wife. I'm leaving home. Yes, do you want to talk to people?
Hi guys, say hi guys. Hi.
Yeah, so we are traveling to Nanyuki to go and shoot a film, a school film, and I'm going to G-boder Malmasi.
Yeah, yes, of course, Sandy Mami, Sandy is. You see that little beautiful baby? I am the uncle stroke godfather. So yeah, what a blessing to us. So Seth came to pick me up. He found me making calls.
Tunakuja hivyo gear check tukitokanga, lakini tulikuwa tunataka kupitia kaosh kiasi, inaweza tuchukua like kama 30. Gear check inaweza tuchukua how long? Haina shida, tapanga basi tuone, ndio tunaweza fika huko mapema, inaweza kuwa fiti. Shukran.
When Seth came, I was making calls. I was trying to make things run. I was trying to make sure everything was working properly. I was calling the people who were giving us the gear to make sure that everything is okay, to make sure that they are there. So I was calling our Nanyuki contact. We're supposed to look for a carpenter. We were having a very technical set to build up. As I said, we were supposed to build a living room in the school, in the dining hall. Yeah, a living room in the how do you build a living room in the dining?
Si sasa maybe jioni akitokea shughuli zake anaweza angalia. Maybe ndio anaanza kiasi, kesho amalizie kama ni kidogo, kwa sababu rangi inaweza pakwa leo na maybe kuunganisha.
I kind of needed help. That's why Seth was also managing, so that to make sure nothing goes off.
Majina yako?
Kwa majina kamili naitangwa Wangelianga vile purpose G-boder Maarifa JS. Na mafurahia kwa hapo. Tunaenda kushughulikia sinema fulani. Na tunajua itakuwa moto. Tutakuwa tunarushia BTS. We're going to see more of us. Ama namna gani?
We went by the car wash, cleaned the car. Safari. But before we started the journey, we had to do what? We had to go to Don Bosco and pick up our gear, do a gear check, and then pick up our gear.
niwe doga ni nono lia orere
Canon R.
Unataka Canon.
18 to 135.
So in getting to Don Bosco, it felt like that Matrix scene, you know. Nakumbuka unajua ile scene ya Matrix, kwa wale wenye wanapenda cinema, ile scene ya Matrix penye wanalitanga hivi magani.
Neo, no one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
Choose your weapon. So it was that fast. Yes. So choosing our weapons, but choosing the equipment we're going to use. We had a lot of talks about the camera lenses, camera choices. Of course, all this was going towards the story, how we wanted to carve it out, how we wanted it to feel like, and whatnot. Mambo ya wasanii, mambo ya filmmaker, mambo yetu. So after choosing the equipment, man, I was so happy. Now we're finally going to start the journey.
Ni bebe hii. Juu ina accent.
In case unahitaji kusoma. Lakini ubebe one of those.
Hivi
one of those and instead maybe a two. Tunamaliza gear check. Sasa ni kupanga safari.
Guys, my name is Dennis Njoroge. I'm a trainer here at Beams, and Beams is the one responsible for today's gear during the shoots. Yeah, see you on set.
Hello, my name is Seth. Hapa sasa tunaandika gear check on this book. We are ready for Nanyuki. See you there. Hope the road will be good na mvua itanyesha. So
Uskate, I want to say something. By the way, Seth anaokolea sana. Yeye ndo amekuwa kimanage vitu na Seth hiyo na hiyo spirit mpaka mwisho mandili flow.
At least boot itakuwa bali tena gari ya
I'm living my dream, yeah. Ungechukua insight ya hizi. Hizi ni vitu sensitive. Hizi ni vitu sensitive. Anza emotional. God damn it. Pata na kama. Anzeni aje. Ndio kwa shughuli za kutengeneza aina tukiplesa hapa tujaja ini kuenge kila siku.
Prior to that, just to give you some context, I had only slept for about 3 hours. Preparing, and even the pre-production phase had really drained me. I was so my energy levels were quite low. I was like, if it was a device like say a phone, my charge was about 57%. You see, like I was almost half drained, but I still needed to give myself the energy to finish this journey because I kind of knew how important it was to me to just complete this film, to complete these projects that we had ahead of us, because it has always been my dream to make film, and they say even in your dream you still work. Yeah, it's still work, it's still heavy work, and even if we enjoy it, sometimes it feels so tiring.
Saa zingine hii stuff uchokesha, saa zingine mtu ana feeling overwhelmed, lakini we do it anyway. Even if it kills us, just do it.
Man, I wish I just wake up every day going on set, man. So you can see here, write, shoot. This is the best part. Edit, repeat. Actually, they're all good, but for some reason, this is the best part. I won't lie. So anytime I am going on set, I'm in the middle of an actual production, it just touches my heart somewhere, and I feel really blessed. So all in all, even if I was tired, we had to do it. Yeah, so we were good to go ready, went to the car, and I remember this feeling. I was feeling really happy. I mean, we had the equipment ready, and now we were finally going to shoot on set. But to our surprise, the car we had was not fitting everything we had, and that's why I was saying, when the car almost failed to carry the crew and the equipment, I almost felt this film would never happen, you know. So us being the Africans we are, us being the believers that we are, we couldn't give up. We removed everything, you know. We were 4 people. Everybody had their luggage, because we are going for 5 days, of course, clothes and whatnot. I had that aside, and then now we had equipment, and it was a heavy film, so we had proper equipment. So we had to take everything out and rearrange afresh. I am telling you, hiyo gari ilikuwa imejaa. Nikiangalia right mzigo, left mzigo. But all in all, the goal was to get there, and to get there with everything we needed to be able to achieve the film. So we parked the car. It was full to the brim, as you can see there. And then we started our journey en route. Wapi? Nanyuki.
Tukivile gari imejaa, tunakaa na mizigo buda, lakini we shall conquer. Next tunakomboa hadi lori. Hivi tu ndo tulianza. Next lori 2, trailer, train na ndege, Air Force One, private jet.
Hello. What's up, people? Yeah, I'm what's up, baby. My choices. As G-boder amesema, ndio tunaanza. Tuko en route. Yes. Tunasemanga in Kichina, derefane guy. So, see you on the other side.
Ile radio present, ile DJ usani. Si wote tunawasani. As you have seen, there's wote tunawasani.
Ya kugova tena ibrade. Kawange chesa. Shera. Deva. One legged. Both legged. Kiss paki. Una dojo, go the dance, mapangali, gote, alafu spindisha kiasi haraka faster.
We are almost in Nanyuki. Within like 30 minutes we will be in Nanyuki. Zelia anaendelea kufanyaga mafuda. Ametokea wimbo ambaye inaitwa Tusonge.
Seth being our entertainer, we actually got to where we were going. We were going at the far end of Nyeri. But you see, at the far end of Nyeri, where Nyeri ends, Laikipia and Meru starts. So we were going at a town. There's a town there, Nanyuki. Nanyuki is a trade town. Gri was a trade town because it was at the junction of Laikipia, Nyeri, Meru, and Gri was a trade center, and then eventually to a town. Kwa wale wenye tulifanya history. Yeah, that is how Nanyuki came to be. But as you can see clearly in the map, we were going to at the find of Nyeri, and we were actually in the Nyeri side. Yeah, beautiful scenery pale, milima nini.
That now.
Got there. After getting there, we put our equipment safe. we had to do a briefing, so we planned for the next day.
We only have 2 days to do these scenes. And then we only have 1 day to do all the scenes in the house ya kwanza. And then Saturday.
Good morning from this side of Nanyuki.
Yeah.
Mtu amevaa pakala.
Yeah, kama najua mimi ataku lazima mabadilisha hii lugu ni ku make sure tunapata grips. Najua hii area na kuna matope ita
affect wewe.
Sasa napiga hii kitu ni mzuri sana. Nilinunua 2020 mpaka saa hizi bado hata receipt hajapotea. Bado niko na receipt. Alinipatia warranty ya miaka 100.
Still not yet gotten a carpenter up to this point. But anyway, all in all, got on a plan. Next day tumefika. We were supposed to start shooting at 8, but because it was our first day, vitu zilikuanga disconnected. We ended up not having shot a single frame by 11. It was almost midday, and we had not shot a single frame. I was supposed to have found a carpenter when I landed, so that he could commence building immediately. That had not happened.
Itaisha. What's the problem?
11. We haven't even done our first scene. These are the things we meet on set, but we still conquer, man. La lucha continua.
We thought everything would just flow and happen magically, but to our surprise, day 1, it was 11, we had not shot a single frame. Why? Because it was so disconnected such that the sets were not ready. We had not found a carpenter, and we were having a very technical set. As a set we were supposed to build a living room in the school, in the dining hall. Yeah, a living room how do you build a living room in the dining hall? Unless you are a production designer, which I am, luckily. Thanks to Seth, the production manager, and the rest of the crew, as I was setting up some, because I was also, as much as I was the director, writer, and producer, I was also doing production design. So as I was setting up the rest of the scenes, the guys went, they got the carpenter came. We used some old materials because the school has a culture of drama, so they had already some drama deco laying around. We made good use of that. We created this beautiful set that was set in the dining hall, but it was a living room. But this was the most challenging setup we had, and it was the first scene, so it was kind of really important, and it had to work out. So after we set the living room in the dining hall area, we were now able to shoot that first set. Built 2 walls, put windows, put curtains on them, we put furniture, and then it worked, and it came out so beautiful. Once I remember, because we were supposed to shoot it like a house, and then we were supposed to reveal that it is a set at the end of it.
Goodbye to you. And cut. That was great, but let's just do another step for safety.
Okay, you had the director on. Department, do your last checks. This is the take that will take us home. Camera 1, set. Camera 2, set. Sound, and action.
That little girl, that was me.
Yeah. So we did that. Good. Now we're good to go. But it was what time? It was almost the day was almost ending. We had shot I remember the first day we shot out of 8 planned scenes, we only shot 2. We planned 11 possible scenes, and 8 were now for just that day. We only shot 2, so already we were having an overload. Yes, we were having a set. We were lucky having a set, but we had an overload. We had now to shoot against time, and usually that takes out quality, but we couldn't compromise. So we shot we did some other scenes in school here and there. As you can see, the story is about, as you've seen that first scene, it can give you a gist of the story about that girl whose father was a filmmaker and she wanted to pursue it. So she went to a school that did very well in the film festival and in the drama festival.
Excited to join the school of my dreams, a school rich with art and music, a place I could pursue my film passion. I could not wait to join in and exercise my creativity.
It was building up for the story because we needed to see where the story of this girl started.
Then I saw her and her minions hovering around me like an angry, hungry vulture.
Because it was a story about bullying. This girl went to school, she was physically bullied by her antagonist, and then she retaliated by cyberbullying.
Hey, actually, I thought that you know your place, but it seems that you can't learn to know what you are, right? Let's go.
No, two wrongs that don't make a right. So that's how the story was going. We finished the school scenes. There was an office scene that had to be there because we were dealing with the repercussions of bullying, and there was only one side of bullying that was evident at the moment. At that part of the story in the office, it was addressed because there was a digital footprint of cyberbullying the protagonist had done, but there's a side of a story that wasn't listened to, which is now the physical bullying.
Where do you think you're going? I am the queen of this school, yes? And you'll do as I please. Ebu shika masikio. Shika masikio. Aya, chota hiyo giza. Chota giza raka. Chota giza.
There was this very difficult scene we did. It was a night scene where there was now the physical bullying part of it. The light sources, the power sources were so very far from the location we had chosen and we had seen that is best. But we did our best. We made sure that even if we're having just two lights, we cracked the scene. And this is how we did it. We just used one light to fill, and then we used the other to imitate the moon, where we put a cold color, the moon blue cold color, and then we mixed it with now the fill, and then somehow it worked. And we carried out that scene. Scary bana, bullying is not nice. But anyway, we are actors, we're storytellers, and when we're trying to address something, of course, we have to go to the core of it. There's no other way.
Aya, kimbia because I nikupige. Kimbia raka. Unaenda kimbia huko.
Oh my god, that is terrible. Why didn't you ever say anything?
All in all, we finished the school scenes, and now we're going to the home scenes, and this is where I feel the story really came alive, because the home scenes, the characters really connected. As you can see, the main character, the protagonist, and her mother really connected and really brought her that conflict very well. And there was this mellow mood when she was just going to just think about the things that she has done. It also worked out very well, very emotional. I loved it. It was the first scene I edited, by the way, just to see how the film was coming out. Yeah, it speaks so much to the theme of the story.
Sorry, guys.
Finally, the climax scene where they were reconciling, and now the climax of it all is that she went to find that her main rival, the antagonist's father, was also her father, who had left her when she was a child.
He couldn't stop fighting with my mom. So one day, like the soldier in his film, he left. Only that the circumstances were different.
So the story is also addressing family parental issues that go on. It wrapped around very nicely.
Naomi,
Dad.
you have a guest?
Yes, Dad. Meet my friend.
Dad? Dad?
Nancy.
What's going on here?
Nancy? You've grown so big.
Of course I'm all grown up. What did you expect to happen after you left Mom and I? Do you know how many sleepless nights we've had? How many nights I've spent crying because of you? Do you have an idea of how emotionally unstable I've been? Because of you!
Nancy, wait, please. Nancy.
And action.
So,
And then as it was climax scene, there was this last scene was shooting about the reconciliation. It was the last scene. Oh my God, it looked so beautiful. I remember when we called action, I just started taking the BTS. You can see myself going. You can see me shooting the people, and then finally I shot the sky. The sky was Aurora sky. Aurora. Yani it was pink and purple, and it was so unbelievable, looking so beautiful. I shot that BTS, and then I went back. The scene was over. I knew we had it, and I said those magical words that every filmmaker likes to say when they finish a film, and it is a
who was
it is a wrap.
50. It's exactly 6:50, and it's a wrap.
We wrapped it up, went back home, and it was magical. And I live for those moments. Those moments where you feel like
Now it's time to hit the road.
have something like a mountain in front of you. Like you have a mountain in front of you, like you might not achieve, but you finally achieve, you know? And I think every human can relate to that, whereby you have something very tough, but you finally achieve. We finally achieved, and I would like you to like and subscribe to our work. And if you would like to work with us or collaborate with us or throw us a gig, we are very good in filmmaking. I'm personally very good in script writing, directing, and production design. My email is right there in the description, our contacts as well. Kindly reach out and let's make magic together. Otherwise, until next time, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. Let's grow this thing, let's make it fly. Pew.